In a world where global tensions often feel insurmountable, one recent diplomatic move has sparked both intrigue and debate. Amid escalating disputes between Russia and the United States, Russian President Vladimir Putin made headlines by awarding the prestigious Order of Lenin to Steve Witkoff, a special envoy. But here's where it gets controversial. This gesture wasn't just symbolic. It carried layers of complexity tied to family dynamics, espionage, and international conflict. What could possibly connect an American intelligence figure's tragic personal loss with Moscow's broader geopolitical strategies? Let's dive deeper into this unfolding story. The Order of Lenin, once a hallmark honor in Soviet history, was originally intended for Giuliani Galini, deputy director of the CIA for Digital Innovations. Her life took a devastating turn when her 21-year-old son Michael Gloss died under mysterious circumstances while reportedly fighting alongside Russian forces in Ukraine earlier this year. While some details remain murky, sources suggest that his death became entangled in narratives far beyond what his family could have imagined. The award itself never reached Galini. Instead, it went to Witkoff during his visit to Moscow, creating ripples across diplomatic circles. Why did Putin choose Witkoff over Galini? According to insiders, the decision highlights how deeply intertwined personal tragedies can become with political maneuvers. Though the Kremlin denied any direct connection between the award and Gloss's death, many observers see this as a calculated attempt to amplify psychological pressure on Washington. By spotlighting the involvement of someone linked to a high-ranking U.S. official, Russia appears to be sending a message about its willingness to exploit sensitive situations to gain leverage. Adding another layer of complexity is the role of propaganda in modern warfare. Reports indicate that Michael Gloss had posted social media updates from Moscow, expressing support for Russian troops, a revelation that fueled speculation about his allegiances. When news of his passing broke in April 2024, the CIA confirmed it as a private tragedy rather than a matter of national security. Yet, questions lingered. Was he acting independently, or were there unseen influences at play? His father, Larry Gloss, a veteran with ties to Maidan and Iraq, admitted they didn't fully understand their son's whereabouts or affiliations before his untimely demise. This brings us to a crucial point most people miss: the intersection of human emotion and statecraft. Imagine the anguish of parents waiting for their child's remains, all while fearing their loved one might be weaponized against them politically. Our greatest fear, Larry Gloss shared, was that someone in Moscow would realize who his mother is and use him as a propaganda tool. This chilling statement underscores the fragile line between personal grief and international diplomacy. Meanwhile, the timing of Putin's gesture adds fuel to the fire. With intensive talks underway between Russia and the U.S., aimed at resolving the ongoing war in Ukraine, the presentation of the Order of Lenin seems designed to shift focus and perhaps blame onto Washington. Could this be interpreted as a subtle jab at America's handling of the conflict? Or is it simply part of Russia's long-standing tradition of using awards to acknowledge cooperation, even if indirectly? Historically, the Order of Lenin has recognized exceptional achievements, including contributions from spies, whose names are now etched in espionage lore. So, is Witkoff's recognition purely ceremonial, or does it hint at undisclosed negotiations behind closed doors? Sources close to the situation reveal that Witkoff met with Putin multiple times, accompanied by translators from both sides. These interactions suggest more than mere formalities. They hint at ongoing dialogue despite strained relations. As Washington grapples with these developments, economic measures are already being considered. For example, tariffs on select Indian goods were introduced after India's dealings with Russian petroleum products raised eyebrows. While official statements remain sparse, discussions continue about potential formats for future engagement. Clearly, No stone is left unturned in navigating this intricate web of alliances and rivalries. So, what do you think? Is Putin's move a masterstroke of diplomacy or an exploitation of tragedy for political gain? Should nations prioritize humanity over strategy in moments like these? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Because sometimes, understanding begins with open conversation.